He's down on all fours again. Racing. Slowly away time after time, and Wave a Tree, and first out was True Poacher, showing speed successful. Near the inside, Filante is going to be in the leading group, and Yellow King mustering on the outside. Then come Future King. Back to third last on the outside is King Kahuna around La Musique, and Wave a Tree's at the tail of the field. 500 metres to go, successful crossed over, led by 3/4 of a length to Time After Time, who's done plenty of work to be in that position, and they're about to straighten. Then True Poacher, Yellow King on the outside, Filante is next, one off the rails. To the outside of them, Future King starts to run on, and Ikato is coming from near the rear. 200 metres to go, successful, a handy leader from Time After Time, but now Filante. Filante is chasing down successful. Yellow King won't give up, he's still there on the outside. Filante, though, has raced to the lead from successful, and Yellow King and Filante, fresh from a spell, wins by 1.25 lengths. Second successful, and third was Yellow King, a good run too. Wide out he
in this test match. Rosehill Gardens 7, 6 and 2 in race 4. They are dividends for New South Wales.
Leaders there, but G Max is right about today. I think we're going to get some spring gold medalists out of the trifecta or the trio running in the Warwick Stakes today, Max.
The co-figure the awaited Warwick. Winner Dupan past the 1,000 metres mark. The pace is muddling. Nothing Like a Dane on the outside. Pulling is just shading Noble Dane a length away. Filante keen to go faster. Now Beedman allowed Saintly to get a bit closer to them with the pace so slow up front. And then Roadworthy followed by Patonkin, Dupan and Brawago as last, about 5 off the lead. They're very tightly packed at the 600. Noble Dane on the inside. Nothing Like a Dane in the centre. And Filante is about to whip up 3 deep. Saintly right on their heels as they come to the corner. Followed by Roadworthy, Dupan is taking off, and then Patonk and Brawago as they come around the turn, and now they're really flying. Filante has raced up to head Nothing Like a Dane, and Filante exploded to the front. Filante put about 2.5 on, Saintly getting to second. Nothing Like a Dane has called it a day, followed by Dupan, but it's all Filante. Mighty Mick, Jeff and Beryl White's great 4-year-old Filante is annihilating them in the Warwick Stakes. He wins pulling up by 3.5 lengths to Saintly. Third Dupan, followed by Nothing Like a Dane and Brawago.
Contrast out of the group in this race, Filante was sensational. Saintly was pretty good too. Follow them both, and Dupain.
Dane Filante, I would say the performance of the week, an outstanding horse, and certainly the horse that they've now all got to beat in the spring.
I think what performance at Randwick if we go to that race right now.
Port Watch the leader over Filante. Electronic about to go 3 deep. Donar will be carted 4 wide, followed by Ken Bell, and then the Penny Super Slew. Dupan under pressure, and Nothing Like a Dane is about to be hooked to the extreme outside as they come over the rise where Filante race clear. Saintly out of the pack is coming after him quickly, followed by Electronic, and then Donar. Nothing Like a Dane is plodding. Filante the leader. Saintly's a length and a half behind them, trying desperately, but Filante's holding Saintly easily at bay. Filante with Dittman peeping over the shoulder, wins it well over Saintly. Nothing Like a Dane got up for third.
4 on favourite from Saintly 2s, and Nothing Like a Dane 11-1.
The Cox Plate and the Caulfield Cup, is he good enough for them?
They're not always feeling 100%. But I'll tell you, it'll take a very good horse to take his mantelpiece, I'll tell you.
But the point that he doesn't have to confirm is that Filante is an outstanding racehorse, put together brilliant sections. I don't think Saintly lost any cast here, and there were some handy runs behind them. But Filante is going to be the best in Sydney this carnival. It'll be interesting.
I think he will, Max. He's the best horse in Australia at the moment. Mick Dittman said he could have won by 6 lengths. He said that he is the best horse he's ridden since Red Anchor. He ran when they went
Randwick's Big Mile, the Epsom on Saturday. She's thrilled with Persian.
Filante, as I speak, is into 280. A short price for an Epsom, but gee, he's going to be hard to beat. He represents such class. All their mob is out of point to $9.50. Buzz off.
And they're ready to run. They're off in the Cannon Epsom. Good start, and one of the first out, Magic Road. In fact, he bounded well clear of Filante. Catalan opening began well, so did Flight to Fantasy the first corner. Flight to Fantasy has crossed from the extreme outside to go to the front. She's 3 lengths clear of Sober Suit as they go around the first turn. Filante gets in to be 1 horse off the rail on the outside of Magic Road. All our mob on the outside of Catalan opening, 2 lengths away. Clear Rose on the outside of Peruzzi. Then Social Rule. Iron Horse has to travel 3 deep A gap 2 Delinquent, followed by Deep Snip, Ray Lopez, Persian Flyers a mile back, followed by Shame and Auntie Mary, and Buzz Off back with the tail enders as they come to the 600 mark. Flight to Fantasy, the leader. 2 lengths on Sober Suit, Filante on the outside. All Our Mob getting a nice run, followed by Catalan Opening, Magic Road, then Clear Rose and Iron Horse off the track, followed by Peruzzi as they turn from Social Rule, and Shame is a mile back with Ray Lopez as they come over the rise. Flight to Fantasy about to be tackled by Filante, which has breezed up on the outside, and Filante exploded to the front at the 200 mark. Catalan Opening and All Our Mob are running on well, followed by Iron Horse, but it's all Filante with 100 to go. All Our Mob is trying his heart out, but Filante, like the shooting star from which he gets his name, comes right away to win the Epsom brilliantly from All Our Mob, and Iron Horse has run third. Buzz Off a big run from Catalan Opening, Peruzzi, Flight to...
Filante was past fit to run, and what a run.
But this super racehorse Filante is giving his Epsom rivals a bath. Filante 4 on All Our Mob, Iron Horse third, but Filante, super racehorse, second.
Brian York.
That was a top-class horse against good horses. He was far too good. He toyed with them. He's won by about...
Tell you what, this is one of the best horses in the country. There's no doubt about that. There wouldn't have been too many horses that would have got past him today. Mate.
And I don't think it's too early to call this a super horse. He's got to be now nearly nominal favourite for the Cox Plate to be run at Moonee Valley, and Jeff and Beryl White should be happy. Look at them. I think...
Yes, he is a shooting star, there's no doubt about that, and he set a new record in the Epsom, winning in 133.31. 13
gross horses like Filante is can get away from you in that 3 or 4 weeks. It'll be a big training effort from Jack Denham.
We should have mentioned, of course, that he ran a new track record, 133.31, breaking a 17-year-old record. Well,
Filante also resuming. How's he been working, Jim?
His work's been very good. He looks a lot better this time, and he's strengthened up a lot. And
I like Filante in the Warwick Stakes. He's had a few barrier trials to prepare for this, I'd say.
He's into $7 now and could come in another point or so yet. Filante still odds on, still $1.90. 67, one Great Command, and $10 for the Oaks winner, Denendry.
Up to complete the line, and they're all set and they're off in the Warwick Stakes. Quick Flick on the extreme outside has jumped straight into his stride. Magic of Sydney is away smartly. Filante is going to surge forward from his wide barrier, and then Zoe Regal get in that bunch as linesman of Great Command. 2.5 to Ebony Grove, followed by Intergaze. In that bunch as linesman, a gap to Dan Endry, Sea Captain and Yobro, and tailed off is Shaskay. 500 out as they near the turn, and Quick Flick the leader, but here comes Filante. Filante on the outside is just about level with the grey as they turn for home. They're clear of Zoe Regal, running a good race at big odds, and then Magic of Sydney. Juggler pulled out 3 deep as under pressure, followed by Great Command, then Intergaze and Ebony Grove. Into the straight, Filante on the outside, immediately headed Quick Flick. They've drawn clear of Zoe Regal, who's run a hell of a race from Magic of Sydney and Juggler, but it's Filante. Filante exploded away 100 metres out, and it's all over bar the shouting. Filante is right back to his brilliant best, and he trots away with the Warwick Stakes. Quick Flick second, Juggler third. Zoe Regal has run fourth at any old price. At the head of the others, Dan Endry, followed by Intergaze.
He's, he's a super horse, and now he's back to his best. They've really seen the real Filante this time, and keep our fingers crossed, better things to come, Ken.
You've ridden some great horses, Jim. Is he right up there with the best?
Oh, he certainly is. Like among the weight for age horses, he's right up with the likes of Rough Habit for explosive power. And
Filante far too good, winning at 5 to 4 on in the Warwick Stakes. In other results,
Filante was let loose at Warwick Farm, created a new course record, is wound up. A very, very good racehorse, as we know at his peak. He was there yesterday. Now that...
But Filante's back, and he's back to his best.
Absolutely, a course record, Lee. We were pretty chuffed up here with Filante.
He looks like being a top weight for age horse in Sydney, and looks a great chance in the Cox Plate again.
Yep, that's it.
Yalumba Stakes, and there's the saddle blanket. The close to final now, odds of 2 to 1. Filante is showing at $3.50, which is odds of 5 to 2. 15 to 1. Alpha is out to 3 to 1, 7 to 1.
They're bunched right up now, and there followed Day Rebay over on the inside. Back there is Alpha. He's going to take off on it shortly. He's got Itchy Fingers coming down the side. Magnet Bay swept up on the outside and joins Juggler, who still has the rail a neck away. Tarn Purlane 1 length away in third placing, and now Alpha's gone up a half a length away. Moss Downs next on the inside. Pakaraka Star got shunted back down the side, and well back Seasky and Day Rebay. Bunched though at the 600. Filante moved up. Filante got ahead in front of Juggler, who's still with the rail and a kick left, and these These two,
Filante moved up. Filante got ahead in front of Juggler, who's still with the rail and a kick left, and these two great horses lead by a length. Magnet Bay, Tarn Perlane and Alpha, but this battle royal is on. It's Juggler the inside and Filante. They're locked together coming around the turn with Filante going to the lead. Filante drew 3/4 on Juggler. Here's Tarn Perlane and Alpha. It's Filante in front for Jimmy Cassidy. Break about 2 lengths in front of Alpha. Tarn Perlane. Juggler can't go on. Here's Seascape, but Filante well clear. Filante at the 50 is 2 lengths in front of Alpha. Tarn Perlane, and Filante wins it well. Alpha second.
Wins it well. Alpha second. Tarn Perlane 3/4 away third from Seascape. Moss Downs. Juggler. Then came Mac.
Heading for home now, and Filante hit the front. Juggler's under pressure from Tarn Perlane. Out in the middle now comes Alpha down the centre. The leader is Filante from Alpha on the outside. Juggler struggling. Then Moss Downs and Tarn Perlane. Filante's a length in front. Alpha trying to pick him up. Filante finds for Jimmy Cassidy. Shoots 2 in front of Alpha, Tarn Perlane and Seascape. And it's Filante. Filante 2 lengths to Alpha. 3/4 Tarn Perlane third.
After that, what a sensational win.
Oh, great performance, matey. He relaxed beautifully in the run, and
you dominated the race from where you were, Jim. They just can't beat this sort of horse on his day.
Look, Eddie's best, mate. Nothing will beat this bloke.
You'll ride him in the Cox.
They say there's not a lot between him and Juggler, but I believe there's a lot. There's daylight between them, and he proved that today.
And Cassidy says the only danger in the Cox Plate is encounter. Juggler disappointed, perhaps finding the hard.
About a lot there, man. First win in Melbourne. I think it's just his second Group 1 win. He won the Epsom this time last year. The impressive thing was the last furlong, the last 200, wasn't it?
Absolutely. He is now the 9-4 favourite for the Cox Plate, ahead of Encounter on the second line at 3-1. On his days, probably as good as any racehorse in Australia, at least to a middle distance, and especially on a dry track. He's a very good horse, and we saw that yesterday.
He's a versatile horse too, Bruce. You can put him anywhere.
He's probably as good as any racehorse in Australia, at least to a middle distance, and especially on a dry track. He's a very good horse, and we saw that yesterday.
He's a versatile horse too, Bruce. You can put him anywhere in a field. If they go slow, he can lead and be just as effective. And you saw yesterday, he'll tuck in. But I tell you what, a good run.